Thank you for your willingness to teach English. The learners in your classes have a variety of backgrounds, education levels, and abilities. As you learn their stories, you will see how English can bless them and their families.
Think about these words of Dallin H. Oakes as you seek to reach individuals. If we have the Spirit of the Lord to guide us, we can teach any person, no matter how well educated, any place in the world.
Before you begin teaching, it is important to familiarize yourself with the Instructor Manual. The introduction at the front of the manual gives brief instructions on how to teach the English Connect 1 and 2 lessons, how to help the learners be successful outside of class, how to teach a My Foundation or Gospel lesson, and provides brief explanations of teaching guidelines.
In the back of the manual, Appendix A explains in detail each part of the lessons and how to teach them. Appendix B includes an explanation of ideas for additional practice for learners. Appendix C provides in-depth guidelines for instructors to teach more effectively.
Lesson 1 is designed to be an introduction to the English Connect course. This lesson follows a slightly different pattern than the other 24 lessons. The first half of the lesson is done in the learner's native language so that the learners understand the structure and explanations of the course. The second half is an English lesson.
Each English Connect lesson looks similar and has the same 10 lesson elements. This helps make the flow of each lesson predictable so that transitions can be smooth. Each lesson includes instructions for each activity, teaching tips, and target times for each activity to help you finish your lesson on time.
Corresponding pages from the Learner Manual are located in the center section of each lesson. For example, sections A, B, and C are part of the warm-up and should only take about 15 minutes. The main lesson should take 40 minutes, with a 5-minute wrap-up.
In preparation for class, write the lesson objectives and new vocabulary on the board.
Each class will begin in basically the same way. Start by asking learners how they are doing with their My English practice plan. Give encouragement. Quickly review the materials from the previous lesson and follow up on the invitation to act. Then go over the objectives for the new lesson. Then introduce the new vocabulary.
How did you do this week with the My English practice plan?
Did you guys do it?
10 hours.
10 hours.
Good job! That's amazing.
That's very remarkable. And everyone, we just want to remind you that the more you study English, the better your English is going to get. And we definitely recommend 10 hours. We know that it's a lot, but if you do 10 hours, your English will progress really quickly.
Exactly. Now let's review the words from last week. Ready? What does this man have?
Beard.
Beard. Exactly. Perfect. And this man?
Glasses.
Glasses. Exactly. Awesome. And Nicole, what is this man?
He is bald.
Bald. Perfect. Good job remembering. Did you remember to do the invitation to act, which was to teach somebody how to compare two people?
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's partner up and practice comparing two people.
During the overview, help the learners understand the objectives of the lesson.
Okay. So everyone is on page 10, right? Perfect. Can somebody read the objective? It's on the board, but it's also in your book. Can I have a volunteer?
You may need to translate these if necessary.
I will learn to talk about my feelings and why I feel them. I will learn to ask you how you feel. 我会学会怎样问别人的感觉。
对，太好了，谢
Good
谢。
job.
Okay, so now we're just going to jump right into vocabulary.
Use a variety of ways to teach the vocabulary. The picture packet is a great resource to use when teaching vocabulary. You can also act the words out, draw them on the board, or even translate them when necessary. Don't worry about having the learners master pronunciation. That will come later. The purpose of this exercise is to learn the meaning of the new words.
The next 6 activities will be covered during the main part of the lesson. The new vocabulary from the warm-up will be included in the main lesson, so the words become more meaningful as they practice. The main lesson should take about 40 minutes, so it will be necessary to set time limits on each exercise.
The conversation activity starts with a demonstration for the learners. After the demonstration, check for understanding with the learners. Then have the learners repeat the conversation line by line. Finally, have the learners practice the conversation with their partners.
Okay, Sister Olson will be person A, and I will be person B.
So we're
Okay.
right here on the page.
Look for conversations. You see where we're at? You're there? Great.
Is this your phone?
No, it's not. My phone is in my pocket.
Are these your keys?
No, they're not. My keys are in my backpack. Now, look at the conversations. Do you have any questions about the other words in the conversations?
What is bucket?
Ah, great question. We see pocket here. This is a pocket. I have a pocket. Do you have a pocket?
Yes.
Good. Does that help what pocket means?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Other questions? Thank you for asking. No? Okay, then let's practice. I will read one line and you will all listen. Then you will all repeat the line after me. Is this your phone?
Is this your phone?
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
My phone is in my pocket.
My phone is in my pocket.
Excellent. That sounded really good. Okay, conversation 2. Are these your keys?
Are these your keys?
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
My keys are in my backpack.
My keys are in my backpack.
Excellent. Now we'll have you practice with a partner. While you go through, one of you will be partner A, just like Sister Olson was. One of you will be partner B, just like I was. So practice both conversations, conversation 1 and conversation 2. Then we'll have you switch, and person A will be the different person, and you'll go again for more practice. Okay, so partner A, partner B, partner A, partner B, partner A, partner B, partner A, partner B. Okay? And I'll listen.
The learners do not need to memorize the conversations or say them perfectly. The purpose is to familiarize learners with the vocabulary and phrases so they can use them in the other lesson activities.
Part E, the pronunciation principle section, teaches principles that will help learners to be more aware of pronunciation rules. Learners do not need to master the concept, so this section should not take more than 5 minutes.
Activities F, G, and H are activities that build on one another. Part F is the instructor-guided practice, and parts G and H are learner-perform activities. Learners start by practicing with the instructor as outlined in Part F. Then move on to the more independent learner activities described in G and H.
When doing these last 2 activities, pay attention to time. If you are running out of class time, choose to do only one of the activities. Remember, this is a conversation class, so learners should speak about 70% of the time, and the instructor should only speak about 30%.
Part I of the lesson is a listening for comprehension exercise. A link to a video on the Mormon.org website is included with a time index of the segment that the class will listen to. Beneath it are the questions they need to answer.
The listening clips vary in length. Read the listening questions and listen to the clips before class so you know where in the clip the answers to the questions may be found.
You may also wish to download the clip to ensure playback will go smoothly, rather than just relying on local internet streaming.
All right, class, we're going to watch this video.
Have learners listen to the clip once without pausing or rewinding. Then, listen again, pausing and rewinding as needed until you feel most or all of the class know the answer. Then discuss the answers.
All right, what do you get from that video? Please, Victor.
Well, I like the message that he said about the family.
All right, thank you very much.
In the final 5 minutes, summarize the lesson and ask the learners what they learned.
Now, class, tell me, what's one thing that you learned today? What's one thing that you, please?
I learned about pizza.
Very good.
Good.
Yeah.
Now let's go, open your books, and let's go to the Now I Can section. It's J.
Invite them to mark the Now I Can circles at the end of the lesson and write 3 words or phrases they have learned. Extend the invitation to act, which is a task learners can do outside of class to practice what they learned in the lesson. Tell them you will follow up with them during the next class.
Okay, next we have an invitation to act. So I need you to go home and find the items that correspond with the vocabulary words that we've learned today. Write them down and speak them out loud. Can we do that?
Yes.
Yes.
No. Can we do that?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Good job. So good.
All right.
Now that you know a bit more about the English Connect lessons, take a moment to think about how English can bless the lives of the people you will teach.
English Connect 1 and 2. It's very easy to prepare.
It may take a half an hour for each lesson to prepare and get ready for the students.
It's fun. It's so interactive that the students learn a lot faster by using this curriculum.
We've seen people go from no English at all to be able to have a general conversation with someone, so we've seen quite a few results.
Your ability to teach by the Spirit is connected to your ability to self-reflect and set goals. Each time you teach, think about what did or did not go well during the lesson. Reflect on your teaching and rate yourself on the chart in the Instructor's Manual after each lesson. Then set appropriate goals for improvement.
Be thou humble, and the Lord thy God shall lead thee by the hand, and give thee answer to thy prayers.